Start now.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Um, okay, I think I'm audible now. So, okay, today we are going to discuss on AngularJS and its expressions. So, AngularJS is a powerful JavaScript framework revolutionizes web development by simplifying the creation of dynamic web application. It offers features like two-way data binding and dependency injections, making it popular among developers for building single-page applications. So in this, we are going to look at a brief introduction on AngularJS of how it is used. AngularJS expressions are used to bind data to HTML. Because these expressions are written inside double curly braces as the expressions, as you can see, and can contain variables, functions, and operators. They allow developers to seamlessly integrate data into present presentation layer, enabling a richer and more interactive user experience. AngularJS expressions are widely used for tasks such as displaying values, performing calculation, and applying filter to data. They allow developers understanding the indes- indices of AngularJS expressions in circular for building robust and dynamic web applications. Especially AngularJS follow the model view control as MVC architecture, where the model represents the data, the view display the data, and the controller manages the application behavior. Two-way data binding ensure the changes in the model automatically update the view and vice versa, providing a seamless user experience. So, let's discuss the syntax of AngularJS expressions. Some AngularJS expressions are lightweight code snippets enclosed within double curly braces. As we talked about, they evaluated and interpolated in HTML templates. They enable dynamic data binding between the controller and the view, facilitating the display of real-time data to user without needing the explicit DOM manipulation. So let's discuss each of the syntax expressions of it. Some are the features of syntax. The syntax of AngularJS expressions involve the use of double curly braces, enabling seamless integration with HTML elements. Its operators expressions can include various operators such as arithmetic, comparison, and logical operators, allowing for dynamic data evaluation. So next is the functions of it. A function can be invoked within expressions, enabling complex data manipulation and processing. In AngularJS, the functions can be called directly within expressions. For instance, in double curly braces, you can include a full name. For the functions defined in the controller, allowing data manipulation or data computation, and display the data based on application logic. Next is the data binding with the AngularJS expression. Before we talk about the data binding, evaluation of JavaScript expression, I will talk about AngularJS expression support JavaScript arithmetic operation, logical operation, and function calls also. So in data binding expression, we can discuss on one-way binding. Expression allow for one-way binding of data from model to the view, ensuring that any change in the model are reflected in the view. Uh, so next is two-way binding. In two-way binding, we know that AngularJS expression facilitates two-way binding, enabling automatic synchronization of the model and view, creating a dynamic and responsive user interface. Next is interpolation. Expression support data interpolation, provide a powerful mechanism for em- embedding dynamic content within HTML elements. So in this working with the condition statement, AngularJS expression support ternary operation for condition display. For example, logged in well in double inverters, we can input the values. Conditionally displays a welcome message if the user is logged in. Otherwise, it promotes the user to log in. Okay, so using AngularJS expression in HTML attributes. In dynamic attributes values, expression can be used within HTML attributes to dynamically update attributes values based on model changes. Event handling, AngularJS expression enables the binding of event handling within HTML attributes, creating interactive and responsive user experience. Condition rendering, expression allowed for condition rendering of HTML attributes provide flexibility in content presentation based on data condition. Why you can see that accessing arrays and objects in AngularJS. In this expression facilitate accessing property of array and objects also included, such as fetching name, property of a user object, enabling data and data display. Next, we can see evaluating expression in AngularJS. How it is. Step one is expressions are evaluated in real time, providing instant update to the UI based on changes in the underlying data. As we can see the filtering of with expression, AngularJS provide built-in filters for formatting data within expressions. Next step is AngularJS provide comprehensive error handling mechanism for identifying and resolving expression evaluation issues. Uh, in this AngularJS expression filter, we already discussed what filter functions are. Expression that the application of filter function to manipulate and format data before presentation, and sorting capabilities. It provides built-in sorting capability for arranging data in specific order. And third is data transformation. Filter enable data transformation, allowing developers to modify content based on specific criteria and requirements. Uh, Before going to the limitation of AngularJS, we can consider the security consideration. Expression in AngularJS execute in controlled context to prevent code injection vulnerability. Developers must adhere to best practice and avoid execution. Also, we can consider the performance optimization. To optimize performance, developers should minimize the complexity of expression and leverage one-time binding where appropriate, catching values and avoiding unnecessary watches. Now we can go to the limitation of as we discussed the security concerns. As you know, expressions are may introduce security vulnerability if not handled properly, requiring cautious implementation. The performance impact. Extensive use of complex expressions can impact performance, necessitating optimization strategy for efficient rendering. Scope limitation. AngularJS expressions are subject to scope limitations, requiring careful management of variable binding and access. By considering the advanced topic in AngularJS, expression include directive interactions, watching expression for changes and integration with the AngularJS components. This topic empowers developers to build sophisticated and scalable web applications. As you can see, best practice for using AngularJS expressions are structured approach. Adopt a structured approach to organize and manage AngularJS expression within the application for clarity and maintainability. Performance optimization. Implement performance optimization technique to minimize the impact of expression on the overall application performance. And third one is data sanitization, ensuring proper data sanitization and validation within expression to mitigate security risk and vulnerability. Now we can see the troubleshooting common issues with AngularJS expression. First one is error identification, utilizing debugging tools to identify and isolate errors using complex AngularJS expression for effective troubleshooting. And second one is performance profiling. Conduct performance profiling to pinpoint areas of expression-related performance bottlenecks and address them effectively. And the third one is security auditing. Perform security audits to access the vulnerability of expression and implement robust security measures where necessary. So you can conclude about what we have discussed in the above expressions of AngularJS. Enhance user experience. As it is, the expression significantly enhance user experience by enabling rich, dynamic, and interactive content rendering. Development flexibility. Versatility of AngularJS expression provide developers with the flexibility to create complex and engaging user interface and continuous advancement. And AngularJS continues to involve expression play a vital role in driving innovation and advancing web application development. As we see, the AngularJS expressions are fundamental aspects of building dynamic web applications, facilitating seamless data binding and manipulation between the controller and the view to delve deeper into AngularJS expression and enhance development skills, explore online resources and documentation, and engage with the vibrant AngularJS community. We can go deep into some other topics of AngularJS. So you can see uh, some expression we can see on AngularJS written in braces. Here the expression we have to write inside the curly braces, and the expression can also be written in directives such as ng.bind expression, where you have to say give use it as a consider it as a value as ng-bind, where the value is given to an ng-bind, where AngularJS resolve the expression, the return and return the result exactly where the expression is returned. The AngularJS expressions are much likely like JavaScript expression. They contain 12 operators and variables. Some examples we can see here. Here are the main examples of. As you can see, the expressions are written and it is executed. So if we can remove the ng-app directive, the HTML display the expression as it is without solving it. So you can see the examples written. Yeah, you can add expressions whenever you like. AngularJS simply resolves the expression and return the result. Examples change in value in CSS property. So you can see the how the output is given of changing the background color, and the main expression is turned inside, and the value is given as my color. So thank you guys. I hope you got it. Thank you.